Back with another episode of Pottawattamie County Routes. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Back in the studio today, our good friend Jayme Busch with Primrose Retirement Community. Good to see you, young lady.
You as well.
You are always busy over at Primrose,
Yep.
and always coming up with new events and new activities. But this one is not brand new, though. I think this has been going on
It
at
has.
Primrose, hasn't it?
Yes. I think this is the 6th year that they've done this. So it's our car show, our annual car show.
Annual car show.
Extravaganza. It's Father's Day weekend on
Best time to do it.
Saturday.
Mhm.
And 10 to 2, there's going to be, last year they had over 50 cars,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome. Our residents very much so look forward to it. I think a few of them have vehicles.
That's what I was going to ask, is how many residents had cars that were going to be in the show.
Yep. There's a few. And then I think a lot of people come back. We have some new people. There's a whole folder of people that have come over the years that we get in contact with. My dad's friends have kind of a car group that go around, and they knew about it. I was asking them about it. And so I think they'll be there. And a couple of those cars won World of Wheels. So
Really?
excited if they bring those. And yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Is this just what they call the show and shine, where you just show up, or is this you need to register, and how's the process?
It's a little bit of both. We would love to know that you're bringing your car, but you can bring it either way. And there are small prizes. So it's a show and shine, but there are some little prizes and bragging rights. So
Different categories? That everybody going to the same pool?
as far as I know, there's different categories. So I should add Hannah come today. Hannah kind of spearheads all of that. But as far as I know, there's a couple of different categories. I know the hot rods and the classic cars and things like that. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about the reason why behind the car show. And I think I can guess pretty easily that this is an opportunity for people to see Primrose again and see everything that's going on. And this is just another event. And yes, the residents definitely enjoy this.
Yes.
And this is something for them, but it's also for the community.
It is. I think that Primrose as a whole does a really great job at trying to pull our community in as much as possible. Even though we're locked from the outside, we're open to the public all the time. We have a lot of different events, like we did the fish fry, and we had our Mother's Day event. That was a quilt walk as well. And it is for the community. It's also for our Primrose community, and Father's Day. We did a big Mother's Day event. Now this is coming up on Father's Day. And so something that, not that women don't like cars, because I grew up around classic cars, so muscle cars.
Right.
But kind of just being able to celebrate, the father figures in our lives. And there's a lot of them at Primrose. So it's for everybody, though.
So what's your, when you think classic car and the thing that just kind of feeds your soul, what are you thinking about?
Oh my gosh. So I'll just tell you the cars that I grew up around, mostly American muscle, but my dad had a 69 Camaro Z28.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they came out with the Z28. He had a 1935 Nash.
Really?
He was in the Nash Club. There were like 4 or 5 running of that make and model and year and all of that when he was in that club. So my grandpa, which my dad inherited, had a 37 Chevy pickup, green. Dad had a 72 ice blue T-top Corvette. Yeah. So little bit of everything. There's a few cars, a couple Chevelles that have won World of Wheels that have kind of been through hands of my dad and buddies and things. So yeah, kind of a little bit of everything, but I like the American muscle for sure.
Well, definitely. And on Pottawattamie County Routes, we explore the places that make our region home and the people who keep them connected. That is why we are proud to feature Marnie Elkhorn Communications, your local communications provider serving Marnie, Elkhorn, Walnut, Avoca, and other southwest Iowa towns with high-speed fiber internet, reliable phone service, and TV options built for rural living. With real local support and unlimited data plans, you get speeds up to 1 gig to work, stream, and stay in touch with family and neighbors. Visit metc.net to learn more and get connected today. Looking for something fun June 27th? Head to Quaker Steak and Lube in Council Bluffs for Wheels of Courage from 11 to 2. Check out classic cars, hot rods, muscle cars, and more while supporting a great cause. Registration is only $20 and all proceeds benefit the Jenny Edmondson Foundation Cancer Center Charitable Patient Care Fund. Judging starts at noon with awards at 1 o'clock, trophies in 17 categories. For details or to register, visit jehfoundation.org. When I was growing up, we had a 31 Model A.
Okay.
And these are the kind, it had the hard top and had the rumble seat in the back.
Okay.
Convinced my stepdad once to let me ride in that rumble seat, which, by the way, is outside.
Yeah.
And not
you rumbled all right.
Not inside the cab, and drove home 13 miles. And inside of the first mile, I realized I had made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because this was not fun.
No, you're bouncing around.
It looked fun.
Yeah, no.
And there's no seatbelt back there.
Right.
That was a different time.
Yeah, we didn't have seatbelts. We didn't have to have seatbelts when we were kids. Most of them didn't even have them in the cars until the early mid-90s.
Well, they
started getting in them.
I remember when I was a kid, in the cars that we used to have when I was growing up had seatbelts in them, but nobody knew how to use them.
Yeah, you didn't use them.
They were just lined up, and don't mess with that because it's going to stretch it out and then it's going to flop there instead of sitting out of the way. So you weren't even allowed to touch the seatbelt back then. And now, because I remember when the law came into, I think it was 85, when the first time in Iowa that I saw the seatbelt law, the signs that were out there. And
but that wasn't enforced even then.
Well, back then, no, it is now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But still, we've talked with troopers. We're getting way off topic here.
We always do.
But it's going to be tons of fun. So this is on June 20th. So that is a Saturday?
Yep. Saturday, June 20th, 10 to 2.
And I see that you're doing some stuff with the Alzheimer's Association there as well?
We are. So that's the other part. It is a fundraiser for the Alzheimer's. Steph is very much, Primrose very much, but Steph, our executive director, is pretty involved with them. And so it is a fundraiser. We will have, I haven't decided on a silent auction yet, but we will have raffle ticket baskets and things like that. So if you'd like to donate a basket or anything, that would be amazing. Contact me or Hannah, or I'll be finding people asking.
It's what you do.
It is. It is.
I think that with something like this, and like you said, this is not the first year this has happened. So it's not going to be a surprise to people to learn about this. And what a great opportunity for a business to get some exposure to a lot of folks that you're trying to reach anyway.
Right. Yep. It'll be great. And Swinomite will be there as well for food. You can order up your good barbecue food. I know he came last year. I think he's came for a few years, so that's pretty awesome. And while you may think there is not room, I will tell you, and unless you've driven through all of Primrose, it kind of has its own little hiddenness. People don't think it's as big as it is. It goes pretty far back, so there's plenty of room and space. So
to get out there and encourage folks to come out. Now, if someone has a car and they want to put it into the car show, how do they do that?
They can just give us a call. You can show up, but please, if you can, give us a call just so we can put your name down. As you show up, there's no specific spots. They'll just kind of put you where you need to go as you show up. So just contact us.
Yep. And just, it's going on from 10 to 2. So get there around 9.
I would say probably start around 8:39. If you're shining up like most car people do, maybe a little earlier, but you'll have a spot. Just everything won't really get kicked off until about 10 o'clock. And it may go past 2. You never know. We're not kicking anybody out by no means. So, but.
Well, you've been very busy over there at Primrose. I know that at one point, and maybe it's still the case, that you were full. So,
yep, we're full.
And here's the thing with that too, is that plan ahead. So if you know that Primrose Retirement Community is a place that you would like to be on the list for, should probably do that.
Yeah. So I like to, as I've gotten into this the last few months, they literally call it the oh crap moment. Like, don't wait for the oh crap moment. Just because you've decided that at some point you want to be at Primrose does not mean that you have to be at Primrose in the next 10, 30, 90 days. Putting a deposit, future resident club deposit down is super easy. And it just, it converts into a deposit when you choose, if you choose to come. And we've had people on that wait list that we call it a future resident club.
Mhm.
We've had people on that future resident club for 10 years. So they just knew when they toured and that when they get to that season of life that they want to come. And so we keep in contact with all of those people. We invite them to our events. We have some other events that they come in so they can just know the community, know who we are, see the things that they do. And then when something comes up, they get called. And if they're not ready to go, then we just move down the list. And that happens a lot, and that's okay. But don't wait for the oh crap moment, because then, if we are full
Yeah.
or, you are in a situation, then you might be 20 down the list.
Yeah.
And
And
nobody wants that.
because you actually said in there what my question was going to be, that y- if someone signs up for that and gets into that program, you don't need to have a target date
No.
of when, okay, I want to move in by this. That's not part of it.
No, it's not. It's just to really get to know us and get to know the community, and then when you do choose to move, then you know where you're going in the community, and you know the majority of the staff, and you might know several of the residents as well. And so I think that's really neat. I'm sure others do that too, but I really like how we do that. And just to throw a number out there,
Mhm.
just so people know, that deposit is $750, which is very low. Most in around us is a month's rent, which is usually over
Mm.
$5,000 for other communities. So I think that's awesome. Yes, $750 can be a lot of money for some, but to be involved in what we do and come to our meals, it's free for you to come to our meals and our events and things like that. And so I think it's totally worth it. And that just converts into a deposit to the deposit
Right.
when you choose to move. So
Right. So
there's not
it's
any
not as
other.
if you're losing that money.
Nope.
Are you looking to grow your business or bring new jobs and investments to Southwest Iowa? Advance Southwest Iowa Corporation is the economic development organization for all of Pottawattamie County. Advance connects entrepreneurs, innovators, and established companies with resources, incentives, and strategic support to launch, expand, and thrive right here in our region. From site development to small business programs and community partnerships, Advance Southwest Iowa helps build a stronger local economy. Visit advancesouthwestiowa.com to learn more and get involved. If you have a leak, a clogged drain, or even if you're planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. With fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned and trusted and take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, they're the ones to call. Visit waldsteinplumbing.com. No, it's going to be used when you're ready to actually make the move
Yep.
and get on the active list
Right.
of ready to transfer over and kind of get out of the day-to-day full responsibilities of home ownership
Right.
and taking care of everything and mowing the lawn and clearing the snow and
Yep.
all of that different
That's all
stuff.
taken care of.
Yeah, that because Primrose is designed to just simplify things,
Hmm.
make it so you can enjoy life a little bit, right?
Right. Yep. And to keep people as independent as possible. Whether you're in independent living or assisted living, we want our residents to be as independent as they can be. And I think that's probably also something that's really important, just letting them know that we're not taking things from you. This is your home, just like it would be your normal home.
Hmm.
And you get to do as you choose. We're not telling you you can or can't. It's just a new place to live that you have some extra help if you need it. So,
Well, I know my fans of the show probably saw a couple of weeks ago that I did a show about my grandmother.
Mm.
And she didn't live here. She lived in Iowa Falls, but in a very similar facility there. And she was there almost 10 years. And she enjoyed her life there very much.
Yeah.
And it made it possible for her to stay independent, because the things that she needed a little bit of help with were right there.
Yep.
And the rest of the family felt good about it because they knew that she was safe.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to be around the house by herself. And if something were to happen and not able to reach out and get a hold of anybody. So this was just it was a wonderful thing that she was able to get in there and to enjoy the last decade of her life that way. So that's why I love what you guys do, and it is improving people's lives when they need it the most.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So yeah, this is just me telling you stuff you already know. So anyway, the Car Show Extravaganza coming up on June 20th, going on from 10 to 2. Get a hold of Primrose Retirement Communities if you would like to put your car in. And as Jayme said, you will take them if you just show up, but it would be a whole lot better if everybody knew that you were coming. Yeah. That way they can plan.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of different moving pieces to this, and you want to make sure that there's a spot for everybody that wants to be a part of it. Yep. And I would love to see even more cars this year than before.
That'll be awesome.
And it's going to be a great weekend to do it. I have proclaimed that it's going to be great weather.
Yep. It's going to be hot, nice, and we'll have some tents up.
Yep. And hitting right there at the first day of summer when all of this is going on. So, Jayme Busch, Primrose Retirement Communities, thank you for coming in. Appreciate your time as always.
Yep. Thank you very much.
And thank you for the hard work you're doing, and for everything that's going on for the residents there and making their lives better too.
Yeah.
And we thank you for watching this episode, and we also encourage you to hit like, hit share, hit follow, because that pushes this information out even further, and that lets other people in the area know that maybe don't even know about this car show going on at Primrose, that they'll have access to it, because that's how this whole online thing works. We're doing it together, and thank you very much for your help with that. My name is Todd Studer, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.